All right, ladies and gentlemen. So in today's video, we are going to be reacting and talking about the situation regarding Wolverine, Insomniac Games' brand new video game that everybody knew about because the game got massively leaked over and over and over again for the last year plus. Wolverine has officially been shown. Gameplay trailer has been shown and people have opinions about it. What I want to do is react to this trailer, and I want to give you a little bit of information regarding, I guess the history of the characters, how we already knew who was going to play Mystique, for example. We already had all this information of who was going to play who, but I guess people must have forgotten. But now that the information's out there, we can cover it considering that it was leaks beforehand. So let's check out this video and see what we got going on. This is Wolverine gameplay trailer. Here we go.
Been fighting longer than I can remember.
You know what's sad? I can't look at Liam and not think of like Timu Spartacus, because Spartacus was one of my favorite shows of all time. And, Liam came in season 3, I believe, or whatever. Yeah, season 3 or 4. I think it was 3. He came in after the original actor died, unfortunately, due to health complications and whatnot. It was really sad. And I mean, the show was never the same when Liam came in, and God bless his heart, he tried. But I can't see him as anything other than Timu Spartacus. But I'm sure he's going to try very hard to be Wolverine right now.
I'd like to say I'm not a violent man. The trouble just has a way of finding me.
It's good that they're at least giving him his yellow suit and not giving him like the X-Men fucking movie suit. You know what I mean?
But I'd be lying. Doesn't matter where I go.
Is it me, or is this Wolverine a bit tall? Or am I going crazy? Shouldn't Wolverine be like a freaking little guy with claws? But what is he, like 5'4"? He's like Kata's height, right? 5'4", 5'3", something like that. Doesn't he look a little bit tall?
How far I run. Death's always waiting. Just not for me.
Oh man, so this is the problem that people have right now, and we'll talk about this. Mystique is able to be literally anything, and apparently, choosing to be this is definitely a choice. It's definitely a choice anyway.
Because I ain't no hero. I'm Wolverine.
So there's a lot of cutscenes in this, obviously. There is a little bit of gameplay. I know there's people saying there is no gameplay. That's not true. There is gameplay if you want to believe it to be gameplay. The UI is just hidden. That's all it is. But the scenes where he is fighting at the beginning, that is gameplay. Like right here in the alleyway. This is the gameplay right here. It's just the UI is hidden. That's all it is for the trailer. And keep in mind too, this game is just going to be a reskinned Spider-Man, in my opinion. Genuinely, it's going to be a reskinned Spider-Man. I can already tell based off how the world is structured, how the movement is and everything. This game is going to be Spider-Man just with Wolverine combinations. That's literally all it is. And I gotta imagine that the Mary Jane missions that everybody hated is going to be replaced by the Mystique missions that everybody's gonna hate. Nobody's gonna like Mystique. They're probably gonna be stealth missions, most likely. It's gonna be dumb. But what I will say is that I was surprised by this trailer, namely in the amount of blood and gore that's in this game. I thought they were going to tone it down, but it seems like they are, in fact, going all out. It seems like you will be able to dismember people. which is cool. You got blood flying everywhere, which is nice. Nobody wants to play a Wolverine game that is PG-13, right? Like nobody would play this fucking game if there wasn't a ton of blood, if there wasn't a ton of gore and whatnot. That would be the most stupid decision you could ever make for a Wolverine game. So at least they were smart enough to put in all the blood and all the gore. But otherwise, the combat looks like Spider-Man just with Wolverine.
How far I run. Death's always waiting. Just not for me.
Yeah, it's literally, bro, even the cinematic combat, even like this part right here, this is literally Spider-Man. Like the same exact thing that happened in Spider-Man, with Spider-Man would get grabbed by an enemy cinematically, and you have to punch him in the face to get out of it. It's the same thing. Insomniac is going to keep doing the same thing they've been doing in the hopes that it works, and that's basically where we're at. Now, here's what I'll say about the game overall. In terms of Mystique, I will say this: she is questionable, extremely questionable. Okay. For all intents and purposes, I can't even see the difference between the dude and the female. However, she was only on screen for a couple of seconds. They did a really awkward close-up, really bad close-up. Obviously, her body is going to be modern audience because like every fucking female is modern audience at this point. But what I do find interesting, I want to show you something really quick. Hold on. So I want to show you this picture. Now, this picture was from the leaks that came out. Now, all the characters were showcased in the leaks initially, okay? These are the characters that were going to be in the game, supposedly. Tiger, Kelly Hugh. If you scroll here, obviously we knew Liam McIntyre was going to be Wolverine. We knew about this. We knew about this for a long time already with the leaks that came out a long time ago. But if you look specifically here at Mystique, if you look at Mystique, you'll realize very quickly that it doesn't look like the Mystique we got in the trailer. Right? Mystique seems like to be the only character that has been effectively changed in some way, shape, or form. Now, this could be because of the angle. It could be because of the cinematics. It could be because of anything. But as of right now, the Mystique that I'm looking at here looks a lot more feminine from the leaks compared to the Mystique that we're getting right now in the game. Right, so maybe it's just that one scene for all we know. Who really knows? I have no idea. But I just find it odd that they would change Mystique, but they would keep everybody else the same. I find it very, very strange. Every other character looks pretty much the same as what they got in the game. Yeah, we're not even gonna talk about this fucking like why is she even in the game? I don't even understand. I am so sick of seeing this woman in every fucking AAA game. It is very annoying. So we're gonna see at this point what Mystique actually ends up looking like in the final product. But I got to be honest with you, I'm not holding my breath. And because here's why, right? So obviously everybody knows, and if you don't know, I'm going to tell you. Sweet Baby Inc. has been or is still currently involved in this game to some extent. What that extent is, we have no idea, right? Varadark says here, Sweet Baby's Wolverine game did Mystique dirty, right? You got Pirate Nation making you realize, and again, a lot of people have reported on this. Smash reported on this. Kyle reported on this. Pirate Nation spoke about this. If you guys are unaware, the character artist for Insomniac Games is also the same character artist that worked on Concord. I'm telling you right now, the similarities are striking. I think anybody looking at this can say that with all honesty, that there is a really strong, striking similarity between the characters that were designed for Concord, that everybody and their mother hated, and Mystique turning out the way that Mystique turned out. Because again, this Mystique compared to this Mystique, something is very off here, right? Even the colors don't even look the same. But to be fair, she's in the shadows in this picture, and she's not in this one. So, take that with a grain of salt at this point. But she is involved in this game. The character artist is involved in this game. So take that for what it's worth. This is just another failing upward situation. If you look here from Master to TDS, he says, unfortunately, it's still carrying the Sweet Baby Ink stink. The tweet cited in the article has been deleted, and this post is one of the only records left. Even Narcissus, now with Brass Lion, makers of Wu-Tang game tied to SBI, confirmed he worked on Wolverine with Kim Belair, and SBI themselves publicly posted about it at the time. A source of ours told us that Sony had largely cut ties with SBI, but I believe they are still involved with the game as far as I know. So the information has been all over the place, right? At first, it was SBI's involved, which they were because we know they were because they talked about it and they put it on their website and they put it on their Twitter. So we know they were involved. The question is whether or not they're still involved. And there are conflicting reports of whether or not Sony has actually gotten rid of them or not gotten rid of them. I'm going to tell you my personal opinion. This is not confirmed or not, I can't confirm or deny, but it's in my personal opinion that these people are still actively working on this game. It's my opinion that that's happening. The reason why is because SBI has gone above and beyond to ensure that most, if not all, of their AAA games are hidden from public sight. They will advertise the indie games that they work on, but they're not advertising their AAA games that they're working on, because this is probably a new rule that they've made internally at their company to avoid backlash from people until the very last second. So when people buy these games, not realizing SBI has worked on it, then they beat the game and they get to the credits and they see diversity consultants, SBI on there. Then you got the bait and switch. Right now, they're in the point in time where they're trying to bait and switch people and trying to be as non-transparent as possible as they can be. So for me, I truly believe that they're still working on this game, but I have no proof of that. I can't say for certain they are, and I can't say for certain that there aren't, right? And neither can Master the TDS, which he clarifies here as well. So at this point, considering what we're seeing, I'm going to tell you my honest opinion. When it comes to Wolverine, I am completely in the middle, right? When it comes to the trailer, I appreciated how violent it was. I appreciate how bloody it was, but I can't shake the fact that it's just Spider-Man reskinned. I can't shake the fact that Insomniac Games, and I'll tell you like this, you want the truth? Here's the truth. Even if SBI is not involved with Insomniac Games, you would be out of your mind if you didn't think that people at Insomniac Games don't ideologically think like SBI. So even if you get rid of SBI, it does not matter, folks. SBI, from the mindset perspective, is still in Insomniac Games. They are still heavily leaning towards the mindset that SBI has. And they have certain writers that think like SBI. They have certain people that defended SBI. None of that's going to change. Even if they fire SBI, none of that is going to change. So at this point, if you want to not buy the game because it has SBI in it, that's your right. That's, you do what you got to do. If you want to, wait for a review on the game, you're more than welcome to. You do what you want to do with your money. But in my opinion, firing SBI or not, it's not going to change a fucking thing, because we've proven through multiple different conversations about this game, through all the different leaks and all the people that have been known to be working on this game, that this game has been ideologically captured from the beginning. I'm sorry to tell you, the game has been ideologically captured from the beginning. So it's up to you to make the decision that's best for you at this point in time. So in terms of Mystique, we're going to find out. But, looking at these screenshots from an account called Mr. Bug, says, anyways, here's Mystique in Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, Fortnite, and the Wolverine Origins game. You can clearly see that she was given so much better treatment in the past. It really is quite unfortunate. So you guys let me know in the comments down below with this video. What do you think about Marvel's Wolverine from Insomniac Games? Are you for it? Are you against it? Are you in the middle? Let me know whatever that may be in the comments. Thank you so much for watching this video. And if you enjoyed it, consider hitting that like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next one.